Stephanie. I'm the On Point Stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. Today is June 2nd, 2024, and this is Flosstube number 19. And it is pretty much the end of the day. The sun is quickly hiding behind the mountains, and so I am filming with my ring light, and so hopefully I won't get too washed out, but the lighting will probably change as the video goes on. But it is what it is. That's all right. We will deal with it. It's perfectly fine. So I just want to say hi and thank you guys for coming back and visiting with me today. And I have so much to share with you. So welcome to those of you that are new. I do have a couple of new subscribers. And hi to everyone that is returning. It's really good to see you. And let's go ahead and talk about May. So May was a very busy stitching month for me. It was, of course, Mania, but April was busy in a different way. I was out of town for almost 2 weeks, and then I was sick, and so I didn't get a whole lot of stitching in. And so at the beginning of May, I was kind of tired and not ready to jump into all of the things, but ready to do some stitching. So the first weekend of May, I decided that I was going to go ahead and do a 24 hours of cross stitch because I missed the challenge in April. So I didn't feel like doing anything. I needed to unpack, I needed to do some laundry and kind of tidy up the house a little bit from being away, but I really didn't feel like doing anything else because it had been such a busy previous month. So 24 hours of cross stitch it was, and I got an amazing 18 hours of stitching in and about 2,300 stitches done. So I was pretty happy with those results, aside from the fact that after that long weekend of sitting on my bottom for so long, I was kind of tired of sitting down. Going back to work on Monday, I was like, now I'm sitting in front of a desk for a little bit, and so kind of regretted sitting for that long, but it was nice to just relax for a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about the rest of May. I did Whip Mania for the month of May. I know there's a lot of different types of Stitch Manias out there, but I went ahead and did Whip Mania. Whip Mania is where you work on all of your pieces if possible, or whatever makes you happy when it comes to your works in progress. So I decided that I would try to work on everything that I have at least for a day. Some things I only did for that one day, and other things I actually went ahead and scheduled maybe 2 days if it's a project that I really like, or a really big project that I knew I wouldn't see a whole lot of difference if I didn't do more than 1 day of stitching. So I will let you know on each project how many days they got and all that good stuff. Some of them are paper patterns, so I won't know the percentage, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and go through them. So we will start with, I want to show you my calendar because I'm so happy with it, and I look a little washed out. I'm sorry. I look a little crazy and washed out, and yeah, not quite like myself, but that's okay. So I got every single, sorry, like which side should I go on? So every single day was a stitch day, and it was great. I've also really been enjoying making a calendar for myself and doing stickers and all the things. So that has been really fun. I already have June kind of, I'm not going to show you that much because it's already written on there what I want to do. But yeah, I've really been enjoying putting stickers in there and really making it my own. And I don't know, it's just fun. It's a lot more fun to actually see it on a calendar for me than to just, what I was doing in the past was I was just writing it on the calendar, and it was like, it was kind of boring. I wasn't doing stickers. I wasn't giving little notes to myself. I wasn't doing encouraging things on my calendar. And now I started doing that. I really enjoy picking it up every day and seeing what project I have picked out for myself. So that's been a lot of fun. I feel like I'm kind of talking, giving a little extra information. I think I'm just nervous. I'm not sure why, but I think it's because I have so many projects. And so this is basically like a mid-year whip parade in all actuality. So the first project that we'll talk about is He is Risen. I do not have the paper with the picture of He is Risen, so I will insert for you and give you some updates on mine and then Nona's. So let's talk about Nona's first. Nona is my mom, and she joined us for the He is Risen Indeed Sal, and she is stitching pretty much monogamously, and so she has gotten pretty far along already, and hopefully I'm already showing a picture of that. But yeah, she is just trucking along. For myself, I did 9 days working on He is Risen during the month of May, and this is where I'm at right now. And I did a total of 4,322 stitches in this month and got to 7.28%. And again, this is the He is Risen Sal. And I'm doing the mini version of He is Risen by Donna Gelsinger, and this is on 20 count Ada, and it is the Zweigart already counted. I don't think it's the easy grid. The easy grid usually has like the count going through some of the stitches, so I don't know what Zweigart calls theirs, but this is just the Zweigart. Maybe I think it's Magic Grid actually. But I really have been enjoying working on this one, and I will be coming back to this one on, I think, tomorrow actually. Hopefully I do have some time to stitch today. I haven't done any stitching yet today, and I want to keep that roll going that I have not missed a day in a month. So let's start off nice and strong. All right, next is Day Fairy, and this is also a stitch along. This one was started with the Night Fairy, but I finished the Night Fairy and I'm now on to the Day Fairy, and I'm stitching the Day Fairy with Frog and Fudge, and she is, I think she's further along than I am, but that's okay. It's still fun to stitch and see each other's progress. And Debbie from Creatively Yours is finishing up the Nighttime Fairy this year. I think she's already done the Day Fairy, I think. So anyway, I've really been enjoying this one because I'm stitching this one on 28 count Monaco 2/2, and I really love to stitch this one because I'm stitching it in hand, and I'm doing the sewing method, and it's just really nice to sit down and do something a little bit different with your hands when you sit down to stitch sometimes. So this one, I worked in the wing. And I started working in the gold part of the wing. I worked on some of the blue as well, but I've really been focusing on the gold part of this wing. So, so she's standing in front of what looks like the sun behind her. And here, let me wrangle this a little bit better. And so the sun casts through her wings, and so you see the blue section of her wings, and then the sunrise makes her wings look bright sunshine gold. And so this is where her body will, no, there's a little bit more brown in here in her wings, but then her body will start about right here. So I'm getting closer and closer to her. So what I'm doing is I'm working all of this gold area, and it'll come down like so. and then I will go back and work the next brown and then get closer and closer to her. So this pattern makes it pretty easy to work on a color at a time and just go to a little bit of a different section. As you can see, it's kind of in sections, but I've been putting like the outline of where those sections are, and then I'll go back and fill those in, and I can work on just like one color and really make some progress just working on one color. So that has been really fun to work on, and I've been enjoying pulling that out, and I am planning on keeping that for the Sunday Fairy Sal. And if you have any fairy project you're working on, you're more than welcome to join and use that hashtag. We'd love to see what other fairy projects everyone is working on. Okay, so next is Marigold. So this is Autumn Dragon by Sheena Pike, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is the Sheena Pike Sal, and this is what she will look like when she is done. And while I'm talking about her, I'm actually going to pull her out of the Q-snap for you because I am about ready to move the Q-snap over a little bit, so why not go ahead and do that now? So I am working her on a 25 count Lugana, 2/1 full cross with DMC. So there is Marigold so far, and I am doing all kinds of funny things with my arms. I'm sorry. There you can see the pumpkin a little bit better. But this leaf scale here is almost complete. There is like, in this little tiny corner, there's like 4 or 5 more stitches, and it's all confetti, like ninja confetti stitches. And then that will actually be a page finished. Like this is a page right here. Next is What Lies Beneath. And I had a paper of what it looks like when it's done, but I can't find it. And it's actually like a big one that has like the page lines through it and everything, and I can't find it. So I will have to insert a picture. And while I'm pulling that one out, I will talk about that one as well. So What Lies Beneath came out for 2 reasons. 1, because I was doing Flosstube Maynia, but 2, because it was Rainy's birthday. So happy birthday, Rainy. And she was having this fun game where you could pick, or sorry, you tell her that you wanted to participate, and she would pick one of your projects, and that was the project that you would work on for her birthday. And she chose for me What Lies Beneath. And this one I have out of the hoop as well, so you can see all of where I am right now. This one is being stitched on 28 count, I believe it's Lugana, and I'm doing this one 1/1 full cross. I do like full cross, and I'm also using the Cult for DMC, so this is where I am at on What Lies Beneath. And it just looks so cool. The one thing that I really like about this pattern is that in a lot of these projects where there's a background, the background can sometimes just be like one color that just like keeps going and going and going. And this one is not like that. Even in the areas like up here where it looks like you know, it should just be, you know, one color, it's got so much spray from the water being thrown up into the air that there's so much going on. It's so cool. There's always something happening in this. And so this one got one day on Rainy's birthday, and I really, really worked on this like crazy for her birthday. I did, in that one day, full crosses, 862 stitches, and got to 6.48%. That was really cool. That is also a Sal. that is the What Lies Beneath Sal, and that one I'm stitching with a couple of ladies on that one. Laura is doing the mini, and she started on the eye. She really liked the eye, and she's kind of working her way out from the eye. So that is really, really cool to see a completely different section that she's working on. Next, this is Easter Lambs by Doreen Jones, and these are ornaments. And I am working on this cute little lamb here. And I started this around Easter time this last year. And I worked in the sky. Sorry, I'm trying to find her in this bag. There she is. I worked on her face and in the sky. So here I am on this one. And this one is 16 count Ada that Nona sent me at some point in time, and so I was like, oh, that's perfect for ornaments, because they were all like this size, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect for just some little ornaments. And so I'm trying to make some ornaments for our Easter tree. I have a little pink Easter tree that I put Easter things on. So that one was, excuse me, that one was fun to pull out. I really enjoyed that. Next one I worked on was my gingerbread ornament. And this is Gingerbread Ornaments by Doreen Jones. And this one, same thing, I worked on his face and the sky and a little bit in his hat. And so there he is. And he's coming along really just so cute. So cute. Next was, there it is, Lord of the Rings. So this one is the LOTR Sal, but I just call it the Ring of Power, and I do have a picture of what it will be like completed. There we go. So this is what it will look like completed, and it was done on pixel stitch, and so this is where I'm at on that one. And this one got one day, it got 331 tent stitches, and it is at 9.15%. Next was the Grand Library, and this one I'm not going to take out of the hoop because there's so much to wrangle that I just don't want to take it out of the hoop. But the Grand Library, this one, so on the Heaven and Earth Facebook page, you can get what it looks like on the pages being divided and all that stuff. So this is the Grand Library here, and then when I was gifted this one, pretty much all of this section was done. I filled in some of these books here and everything, and I am now working in this tree area. So that's where I'm at. And I put in 2 days of stitching, 613 stitches. I do remember this was on a busy 2 days, and so I didn't get a whole lot of stitching in, but this is where I'm at now. And it is now at 6.72%. And this one is the, this is from Alicia. She started this. And so one of the hashtags is Alicia started it. And then we also have a Tour de Library Sal. And so that is the one that we've been using. And then I can also use this for the Anything Amy Sal. So that has been fun to use that hashtag as well. So I'm really enjoying, I like picking this one up for the different colors, because a lot of my projects will stay kind of within a color palette, and so this has been fun to do something a little different as far as colors. So that's Supersize Max Colors 28 count Lugana Easy Grid, and I'm doing that 1/1 full cross DMC. And I'm really sorry if you do hear some construction noise. We are trying to finish up my daughter's new bedroom so that we can get my new office moved into her old bedroom. And so that is kind of a new development, and we're working to do that. We were supposed to paint today, but we weren't able to get to the paint store on time. So instead it sounds like he is working on other things. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of like putting in like life updates as we go. Next is in blue. This one. This one is the little blue fairy cell that I am doing with Debbie from Creatively Yours. It's so funny because this one I saw on Heaven and Earth Designs, and I was like, oh, I just really want to stitch that one. That one is so pretty, it's so cute. And then I saw Debbie pulled it out one day, and I was like, that's it. I have to do it. I have to get that one. Here it is. There you go. Okay, so this is a little blue by Amy Stewart, and the line that you see straight down is where I have cropped it because I wanted her to be centered. And Debbie did the same thing, but she I think she stopped at like the page line, and I went a little further in. So it's very similar to where we cropped it, but mine is, I think it's going to be just slightly smaller. So I'll pull that one back up. So this is where I'm at now, and I did get a lot of parked threads in, and so I was really happy to see that, and I just really like that it's starting to come together, as far as like you can really see like those drops and everything. And what's really funny is like that looks really stark against everything, and that's just because I haven't actually stitched there yet. So that will actually look like something when I get those stitches in. But there is like a partial page here, and it goes down. So anyway, I'm enjoying this one. I like the colors on this one. It's very pretty. I think someone posted recently that she had finished, or she was close to a finish or something. I was like, oh, she's so pretty. Can't wait to see more of her. There we go. That one did not want to close, and she is being stitched on 25 count 1/1 full. Gotta turn my page. There's so much to show you. All right, cookie delivery. This was a gifted chart from Angie. Thank you, Angie. I love this one. This is the one that I like to take with me just about anywhere. So this is by Sheena Pike. It is retired, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called Cookie Delivery. This is the mini. When it came out with the full size, I was like, oh, it's so cute, but it's so big. And I already have a really big Sheena Pike stitch. And so when the mini came out, Angie was like, don't buy it, I'm getting it for you. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so sweet. So she got that for me, and I couldn't resist starting it like pretty much immediately, even though I was like, oh, new starts, and started it anyway. But this one, I am doing Extreme Cross Country for the very first time. Okay, this is an 18 count Aida. It is it's got, hang on. It's like Celestial or something like that. Celestine hand-dyed fabric from Fiber on a Whim. So this, like I said, I'm doing Extreme Cross Country. And this is where I'm at so far. The lighting is not too bad. The blue is a little more blue, but that's okay. You can see that it's definitely a blue dyed fabric, and you can see the truck coming to life. So yesterday I did like this section here. So that's actually the section that I did in May, and then well, actually it was more like, yeah, it was more like that. And then yesterday I brought this with me. My daughter had her district's taekwondo tournament, and I'm so proud of her. She got some first place medals. So she is district champ, and she could go to Worlds, but we have not decided if she will go to Worlds because it's very expensive to go. But anyway, so there it is. Like, hang on, I have stuff to say about this one. 2 days on this one, 813 stitches, full cross, and this is at 3.60%. And I am working right now on the color 341, and the reason that I decided to try this one, Extreme Cross Country, was because I didn't have a whole lot of money to start, and so I was like, I can get one color. So that's what I did, and yeah, so that's why I'm working on that. And I did, you probably saw some of it, but I have it gridded where the page lines are, so that I can kind of work off of that, and it's working really, really nicely to do it that way. I did, hooray, I did get some of the next colors. There was a Memorial Day sale at Joann Fabrics, so DMC was 50 cents, and so I got just a few more colors. I, again, didn't have very much spending money, so I just got some colors, and those will keep me going for a while because I'm only about halfway done with the color 341, and then I have not decided on what color I'm going to do next. Next is Walk as One, and you guys are used to seeing that one. This is the stocking version of Walk as One. That is by Jody Bergsma. This one I'm doing on 25 count Lugana, 1/1 full cross. And this is where I am at on this one right now. So I finished the heel section, so this is complete. I think I may have mentioned that on Instagram that I did finish that heel section, and this one got 2 days, 733 stitches, and 72.2%. Getting closer and closer to that 75%. And so this is my main focus piece, but I have gotten now to the point where it's all like really, really light colors. So I'm working, I'm now down in this section. Next is Lover's Peacock, and this one is a paper pattern, but it is charted by Heaven and Earth Design, and hopefully it won't glare too much. Let me see. That's not too bad. This is by Neen Thomas, and I got this off of 123 Stitch. It's okay. So this one is on 25 count Lugana, and this one is 2/110. Oops, how about we turn it the right way? So I worked again on getting all of the stitches, or all the parked threads stitched in. So this is the only remaining parked thread, and I'm leaving that one alone because there's nothing really in that area, and that color can continue. But anyway, so I got all of this all stitched in, and I'm not sure because this is paper pattern. I don't know what percentage I'm at exactly, but I kind of count my stitches when I'm done. I usually am actually pretty thorough, and this time I wasn't as thorough, so I did about 425 stitches the last time I picked that one up. Next is Dragon's Breath. It is a Randall Spangler project. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and this one came out for 2 days, and it's at 10.10%. And again, I wanted to get all the parked threads worked in, so I got all of them worked in, and I'm really excited about that. And my phone is telling me I'm now at 5%, so I have to hurry along, but that'll work because I only have one project left to show you. But if the lighting changed or something like that, I am so sorry. This is High-Low by MC Escher, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am doing this one on 28 count Monaco 1/1 full cross. Sorry, I just mixed my light around a bit there. This one I really enjoyed working on, and it will actually be coming out again soon. So here I am on High-Low. This one came out for a day, and I did 613 stitches, full crosses in that day. And it is now at 9.47%. So it was fun to work on this one because I got into these a little bit of a different color. So I'm working on this page here. So this is a page right here. And in that page, there is a window that is starting to appear here, and then a lighter portion of a building in this area. And so I'll be working on some different colors than I have seen yet. I've been working on this dark colors colored area for a little while, and so seeing a little bit of contrast come in has been really, really fun to see. So I am excited to see that come out some more. All right, June plans. I am planning on working on Day Fairy every Sunday. I think I said that, but just to kind of jump over plans really quickly. So yeah, Day Fairy will come out every Sunday. It's already on the calendar. She will come out on Sundays. Marigold is going to come out every Tuesday. He is Risen. I will be working on that the first week of the month for the Foreseen Future, because like I said, Nona is working on hers monogamously, and I want to continue to work on mine so that we have something to talk about and share about and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to working on that a little bit. He is, I already talked about He is Risen, sorry. High-Low will be coming out for a week. That'll come out the 3rd week of June, and that one will be a focus piece aside from Sunday and Tuesday on my Sal days. The focus for the month will be Walk as One. That will come out 2 weeks, and I actually have it for like the 2nd week and the last week, so that I have something in between, so that I can say, okay, I worked on that for a week and did some of those harder colors to see and work on. Now I can work on something else and come back to it. And I think just kind of wrapping my head around it a little bit differently will help with that. The only other thing is that I already did the other goal that I had for myself, and that was to work on cookie delivery for at least a day during traveling. And so that one I took with me during my daughter's district's tournament. It was 2 hours away from us. I'm in Colorado Springs and the tournament was in Loveland, and I wish that I had had more time, or I would have gone to the Colorado Stitchers LNS. Sorry, I went blank. She opened up a shop, and I've heard that it is very cute, very lovely, and it is in that area, and I did not get to go because we had a play to go to that evening. So I had to skip going that one time, but that's okay. She has tournaments in that area of Loveland all the time, and so I told her, one of these days you're gonna just have to come in and we're gonna go walk around the cross stitch shop and just have fun. So looking forward to that another time. Other than that, I did complete my, and I don't have them all checked off because I didn't know where I put it until literally a minute before I pushed play. But I did complete my May acrostic challenge, so I need to go through and do that very satisfying check, 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 check. And I have not printed off the new one, so I don't know what it looks like. So I'll have to go through my current plans and make sure that I am able to meet all the goals that I want to do for the June acrostic. So that is June coming up in a nutshell. We do have a lot coming up for in June. Saturday was busy. We had districts for my younger daughter. My older daughter had ballet auditions. She got her part. She's excited about her part. She has to let the company know that she has accepted the part, and she was hoping to get a part on point, but they actually only had I think four parts on point, and the rest they wanted everyone in flats. I think they want everyone in they want everyone in flat shoes. Anyway, so she's pretty excited about the part that she got, so she's going to accept that part. And then my younger daughter's birthday is this month, and my husband has a lot of new jobs coming up, and I have kind of a new role coming up, and yeah, there's summer jobs for the kids and all the things. So June is gonna be, it's gonna be a nice change from all of the school stuff that happened all this last year. You know, it's just a nice change of pace before we jump back into the swing of it. So that's it. Make life a little bit more beautiful, one stitch at a time, and I will see you as soon as I can. Bye.